Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Horror History Class. And would you look at that, it's episode 20 already. I can't believe it. Thank you all for the support and views. 20 episodes. Wow. That's like more episodes than I have toes. And we have a bunch of stories to cover in this class today. A bunch of stories all squished into one big film. Boys and girls, the most fun you'll ever have being scared. Today, we study Creepshow. Now pay attention, students. Class is in session. Creepshow is awesome. The horror anthology that all hope to be from 1982 brings three masters of horror together to show us 5 tales of terror, laughs, and well, just good times. I remember seeing this on the shelf at Blockbuster and loving the artwork. You remember Blockbuster? Am I showing my age here? George Romero and Stephen King both came together for the first time in this film, with King writing and Romero directing. King also acted in one of the stories told in this movie, but let's just say he should have just stuck with writing. He's not maybe the strongest actor in the world, and he's pretty cheesy in this movie. Now, comedy legend Leslie Nielsen is in this film, and he's always amazing. On set, he actually ran around with a fart machine in his pocket, which he used constantly between takes. And that's not the only practical joke floating around this set here. Stephen King's son was actually a part of this film, and he took his son on a break to McDonald's. The only thing funny about that trip was his son had all crazy makeup done. He had cuts and bruises all done to his face. So when he took him to McDonald's, the employees called the police. Looked pretty good, I guess. Stephen King himself had to go through extensive makeup just for his bit. But the only thing was he was allergic. So to just make the scenes bearable enough for him to get through them, he had to have shots and take medication. Can you imagine being sick and tired after a long day of shooting, and then you actually come back home sick and tired? Madness. Now this is a pretty effects-heavy film. And who better to take charge than Tom Savini, the effects legend that's always worked with Romero. Tom is sort of Romero's right-hand man when he needs monsters and effects work done. Now, I don't have a right-hand man, but I do have a right hand. They have worked on lots of films together. You might even be able to say that Tom Savini and George Romero are the dream team to make you scream. In this film, he made zombies, elaborate makeup jobs, and Fluffy. Fluffy was a creature, and he was actually a wire puppet, one of the very first that Savini ever attempted. It was a challenge, but it paid off because it became a crowd favorite over the years. And according to Romero, the most expensive part of production was actually having to buy a bunch of creepy crawlies. Romero stated in an interview that the roaches only cost 50 cents, but he needed a lot of them. So after he bought 250,000 of them, the total price of all the roaches became $125,000. Not one of which was handled by Tom Savini. Turns out the Grandmaster of Gore is afraid of roaches. Stephen King, Tom Savini, and George Romero, it's a match made in twisted heaven. Go watch it, but make sure you buy your tickets. The show is about to start. Now class, remember to like, subscribe, and comment on what films you would like to study next. See you all next time. Class dismissed!